Okay, so this is practice A for section 1.6. This is the back of the worksheet. We left off on number 24 because the phone rang. And so that's kind of like regular school, all kinds of distractions. So when you solve that equation, you would get x equals 5. And you would know that you're right if you plug these back in and these lengths were the same. They didn't ask you to do that, but that's a good way to check your work. For number 25, we have a stained glass window. The diagram at the right shows a design used for stained glass windows. Use the diagram to answer the following. So these are stained glass windows. These marks mean things. Classify the type of polygon used to create the diagram. There are 6 sides on each of these pieces of glass. So they're hexagons. They're convex because all of the diagonals would be inside the shape. Is it regular? It's not, because the side lengths have different markings. Number 26, the figure at the right shows the outline of the Pentagon building that's near Washington, D.C. The building is a regular pentagon. Use the diagram to answer the following questions. So if this is a regular pentagon, what that means is this length and this length are equal. So if we want to find the length of one of those sides, we're going to write an equation just like we did in these other ones above. 20x and 12x plus 112 must be the same. So we're going to subtract 12x from each side, and then we're going to divide by 8. So is each side length 14? No, that's your x value. It'd be a weird looking building if each side had a length of 14 meters. It's a pretty big building. Okay, so it's got to be a bigger number. That's what you're looking for. So your side lengths would be 20 times that 14. So 20 times 14 gives you 280 meters. How do you know you're right? We can check it with the other side. 12 times 14 plus 112 gives you the same 280. That's how you know that's the answer for part A. Part B now asks you for the perimeter of the pentagon, which we've kind of been building up to this whole time. It's regular. So if one side is 280, all 5 sides are 280 each. So together, you got 5 sides at 280. That's how you find perimeter. (1,400 meters). That's your perimeter of the pentagon. Now the last question says find the value of the interior angles. Remember, this is a regular pentagon. So this angle and this angle, I'm putting matching arcs on them because they have to be the same. So be smart about how you're going to set your equation up. Obviously, this equals this, and this equals this. Put yourself in the best position to solve this correctly. I put the bigger coefficient of y on the left. So when I subtract 17y, I get this equation. Then I can add 7 to both sides. And then I can divide by 6. Y is 5. And I circled it. Is that the answer? Are each of these angles 5 degrees? They're not. Plug back in. 23 times 5 minus 7. Okay, so I'm going to circle that guy twice because that's really the answer that you want. And I know that I'm right because if I type in 17 times 5 and add 23, I better get 108. Okay, and I do.